Back. Back again. Guess who's back? That's all I got for an intro. Hi, everybody. It's episode... Oh, God. What episode is it?
22? 23?
22 or 23 of the EHRPG Podcast. It's going to be a shorter episode this week since, due to Chewy demanding I watch fucking Inazuma 11.
Due to Guru saying we can do 2 episodes this week.
Well, we can. I think we can. Anyway, there's a lot of... There's actually a surprising amount of stuff that happened in the past couple days. We had the announcement of Komi-san Can't Communicate getting its anime adaptation.
A+.
Oh, I'm so hyped.
S tier. Where my S tiers at?
We also had the Golden Globes deciding not to air this year due to a controversy with diversity.
Huh. I feel like the Oscar should have felt the same line.
We had more episodes with the Zombieland Saga just being... Oh, it's just so good. We also had an episode of So I'm a Spider, So What air this morning. I finally got to watch the new Demon Slayer movie.
And John Mulaney and Olivia Munn are reportedly dating. Wow.
Okay, look, I mentioned the Golden Globes because that, at least, it can relate to anime. That doesn't. And Ninja Sanji is dipping its foot in the EN game, announcing their own EN VTubers. And they are already being as cultured as possible.
No.
Chewy, as I start every other podcast, how's your day and couple days been?
Nobody cares about Ninja Sanji.
I mean, Ninja Sanji's pretty big on its own, right?
Kidding. Ninja Sanji's pretty decent.
Yeah.
But nobody cares about VTubers here.
Okay, as I asked, how are you, Chewy?
I'm gonna open up a box of Lego.
Yes, Chewy's bought a giant box of Lego because he's a filthy degenerate.
Hasn't come in yet, though. Got the small ones.
I mean, you get to look forward to my Vegas Golden Knights jersey's on its way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But there's actually one thing I want to ask you. Have you heard of the man named Jun Unagawa?
Ask me?
Yeah.
Jun Unagawa?
Mm-hmm.
No. Doesn't ring a bell. Is he a writer? Is he a producer?
Let me just pull it up because for some reason, apparel and music creator Jun Unagawa launches Mahou Shoujo Magical Destroyers anime.
Magical Destroyers?
Yes. Here it is right there. I just sent it to you. But apparently, the teaser visual, I'm going to read off Annie News Network. The teaser visual features an otaku hero and a magical girl anarchist as the main characters. And Inagawa himself is directing the film.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting here because this is going for a bit. Who the hell is Jun Unagawa? Like, he looks to be some artist. Yeah, an artist who is active across various subcultures.
Unagawa or Inagawa?
Inagawa.
Okay.
And I mean, this visual he created looks decent, but it's just like, really?
Huh.
Like, am I the only one who's thinking he's maybe biting off a bit more than he can chew?
Don't die from nightclub. Oh. There's already people calling him out on that. On his his brand. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this looks kind of weird.
You can't be the only one, but I don't know. When I heard it and looked at it, I'm like, doesn't this just remind you of like Magical Girl Raising Project?
No, this reminds me of XArm.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you get XArm out of this?
I mean, a studio that's not trained in or, versed in animation and is trying something out. And then the result is not great.
Does it announce what studio's doing it?
No, it doesn't look like it. But this is giving me some vibes, Marcel.
I mean, Inagawa himself is drafting the story and the characters.
Again, this is giving me XArm vibes, Marcel.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm looking more at it, I can see that.
And wasn't the director for XArm not really a director or something? It was something to do with the new type of technology they were using. And another one was like the musical director was just...
If I remember, he was a director for live action shows.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy who did the music was just a music teacher.
That I don't know.
I remember he was just a regular music teacher. He didn't even have any past work, or not that much past work even.
But either way, I don't know. It feels weird. Doesn't it?
Again, I'm starting to get XArm flashbacks here. I don't want to go back to episode 1. I'm gonna go open up the box.
Well, I mean, it is going to be a movie.
I'm opening up a box.
You're scared to open up that box?
No, I'm opening up a box.
And
I'm going to open up a box of sadness with this. I don't want to go into that box, but I'll go into this box.
You're just scared to get your head exploded like fucking XArm did again, eh? God, that was like... We're talking about shitty anime today, by the way. We're going to be talking about XArm even though we've never watched it.
Oh, you didn't watch it.
Wait, did you watch more than one episode?
I watched 1.5 and I didn't like it.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I'm not going any further than that. I don't want to go any further than one episode.
You may have to.
No.
Anyway.
I'm opening up a box. Fuck you.
Let's talk about the stuff we've watched in these past couple days, if anything.
Ah, crap. There's tape on this. Fuck.
Let me guess. You haven't watched anything, have you?
No. I watched stuff.
Though, what did you
watch?
watch?
There wasn't a lot that came out, I'm pretty sure.
There was a decent amount.
I watched the Zombieland Saga, but I didn't finish it, but I know what happens, pretty much.
Let's talk about that first.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I really liked that episode.
The fact that, like... I don't know. The most, like, I don't want to say untrustworthy, but I want to say more, the bombshell of the group. Like, you can't really kind of, how should I say?
How can you trust Tay to do anything?
Well, not just trust. You can't really... Oh, God, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't really read her at all. Like, the one is, like, enigmatic. Kind of just runs on instinct at this point.
Well, I mean, let's be real. She has a few screws loose.
Few is kind of an understatement, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, you're actually right about that.
But the fact that they pulled that, like, I don't know how she just like how that just ended up like that. I don't understand.
I think that's kind of the point. And like what made that episode so good is because it was Tay that ended up, you know, somehow winning $20 million yen.
Yeah, which in I think Canadian that's what? That's 200,000
I think
or
you might be
2 million.
right.
I think it might be 2 million or 200. I think it's 2 million actually. 2 million or 200,000.
20 million yen equals $221,541.76.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. No.
It also makes you think just how like the currency difference between yen and whatnot.
Indeed, good sir.
Yeah, but no, I really like that episode. I like how they also somewhat continued the plot of the newspaper guy.
I mean, they're edging up on it.
Like, I feel like if they actually dive into that, I feel you could probably get some of the better storytelling you'll see out of anime. Because it's like this giant cloud that's hanging over the series, in my opinion.
They're just gonna drop it on you in the end part.
Well, probably, but like the newspaper guy acknowledges that people are making the connections. And people are like, hey, these girls look like this.
Yeah, they're making the connections.
So, like, I really hope Mappa and the rest of the story pulls it back.
I'm sure they slowly are. They probably don't want to go too crazy because they still want to tell the other individual stories. Like, we still haven't even gotten, did we get, like, even a story from that, not story, a more in-depth episode for the lady that's pretty much older than them all. That's the, back from ancient times. I forget her name. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's actually one of the few characters that hasn't really
had an episode yet, really.
She did. She had one early, but I think that's kind of the point. Oh, her name is Yaguri, by the way.
She did? I didn't notice that she had one.
She had one early.
Oh, okay, like in first season. Okay.
Yeah. But I feel like I don't know. It feels like Yaguri is more of the mother of the group.
She's got more of a hanger in life, so she don't need no drama.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there still should be something, you know.
I mean, we see in the season 2 that Yaguri is working at as a bartender.
Yeah, but she used to be whatchamacallit, wasn't she, in the past? I forget what it was. Courtesan?
Well, the only known fact about her past life is that she was a courtesan in the 1800s and studied geisha.
Yeah. Let's get more into that geisha stuff. Let her have her one episode and the music be called geisha. 1800s, like... I got an email. Weird. Oh, they just told me I'm...
Oh, no. I can understand you saying that, but I also don't think it matters with Yaguri, since her whole character has always been that she's like the motherly wise figure.
She's the most mature and she's the most responsible.
It's not like Lily, who
is a child.
But she's also a
boy?
I don't know. Like, I think the show wants
Wait, why did they say she and boy? I don't know. I don't do it anymore.
Because if I remember...
I'm just gonna open up this bag. Don't mind the clinging and clanging. Rip the band-aid off.
She was growing facial hair.
Okay.
And that's how she died. She had, like, just,
Yeah, it was, like, so shocking or something.
So, like, I think the show wants to play her off that, oh, she could be, like, trans?
Yeah. That's honestly fine.
Yeah, but I'm sitting there at that point and sitting there myself, like...
Well, they bring it up pretty often, though, so...
No, they really haven't. They brought it up with her...
They brought it up with her episode, sorry.
Her episode, but after that, it's been pretty much ignored, and I'm sitting there just like...
That's not
Does
bad.
it...
What, does it matter now?
What I'm thinking is that they could have just done the story around her overworking herself as a child actor.
Instead of doing the... Really? I don't know. I feel like that's actually pretty positive LGBTQ representation.
It is, but they haven't touched it at all since then.
No, and I think that's honestly part of the whole LGBTQ. That's still positive, though. The fact
no, but like
they
Lily
don't
doesn't
treat
even
it as anything else. Pardon?
Lily doesn't even acknowledge it. Like it's like a thing that doesn't even hasn't even happened.
Oh well, I guess I don't know. I guess
like they acknowledge more of her child actor part than anything. And the thing is, the shock combined with the child months of overwork is what killed her.
Yeah, but I guess they never really talked about is she actually trans.
Yeah, it's kind of just there in a sense.
But I don't know. I feel like that's still kind of. I feel like that's not that bad actually. It's like
I don't think it's bad, but I feel like they just kind of completely threw it out the window after she died.
Or swept it underneath the rug.
I
don't know.
Because you saw in like her episode this season, her main theme was the child actor part.
Yeah. But I also there was another anime, what was it?
I also like how Lily's heart continues to escape her chest.
I don't know how she hides it, honestly.
I don't know either.
But I was starting to talk about there's another anime with another obviously transgendered character, but they never brought it up because then again, the story itself wasn't really character driven, but at the same time, the character still made the show though. It's that it's the one with the angels making animals, Marcel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I feel like that's still pretty positive, honestly. That they never bring it up. They don't see it as they never talk about it because they don't need to. They don't need to have the talk about it.
The thing is, though, why have that thing in the show when you're not going to acknowledge it? It makes me think, oh, they just threw it in there for the sake of being there.
Right. Or, that they're just trying to incorporate LGBTQ and normalize it because it is normal.
But then that could be taken as an insult. It's like, oh, here's LGBTQ too. See, we care, right?
Well, sure, if it's taken in that way, suppose. But not every person needs like a sob story, no. It's just something that we need to slowly adapt to, and that's what they're trying to do, I feel.
But the thing is, you could literally remove Lily having the facial hair incident, right?
And
it wouldn't change a fucking thing about her.
That's
at all.
True. So maybe they are planning something, but we just don't know yet.
I doubt they are, because I think they would have tackled it by now.
Maybe.
And that's really just it. because you could literally take away Lily maybe being a trans person, and it would not change her character in the slightest. Because think about it. What does being a trans person have? I'm trying to think of the word. What is Lily, right? She's a child actor who overworked herself, who's trying to, I want to say she's trying to mature, right?
Yes. To an extent, I suppose.
All right. So there's that. I'm not saying that her whole being needs to be about the fact that she's trans, right?
Mm.
But what I'm saying is, if you're going to incorporate something like that and have it be one of the factors as to why she died, you should acknowledge it.
Oh, this thing has a scratch on it. That's terrible.
I don't think it's insulting as all hell that they didn't acknowledge it. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to do something like that, I feel that it's better to maybe push the story a bit.
Okay, yeah, no. I get that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, in the end, I think Zombieland Saga continues to be, Zombieland Saga. It's just really good.
By the way, the lady that does Tay, just for you people out there that voices Tay, is actually did oh god, I forget her name. I forget her name.
It's Kotono Mitsusushi.
Mitsuishi, yes. To the person who did Sailor Moon's voice. Sailor Moon's voice.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
She also did other stuff, but she is a legendary voice actress.
Yeah, she was in Sailor Moon.
Pretty sure she's Doraemon as well. Or in Doraemon, I don't remember. I think she's in Doraemon.
She actually does Kagura on Fruits Basket. Yeah,
yep.
She is in Doraemon. She's Nobita's mother.
She's in Precure as well.
Oh, she did Jean and Claymore.
Yeah, she's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, she's been
Those Who Hunt Elf.
Going hard since 1990.
She was actually in the live action of Assassination Classroom too, as well. Live action Assassination Classroom.
Oh, she was in Sugo Samugo. We're going to talk about that in a bit.
She was in Paranoia Agent. And she was also in... Huh?
She was Mei Mei in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh.
And she was Peko in Danganronpa.
Oh, she apparently also voiced in the Tokusatsu's Shuriken Sentai Ninja. One of the badder Super Sentai series.
But yeah, no, so
no, she was
do you want to talk about 2 Year?
She does all the grunting for time.
You want to talk about 2 Year Eternity?
I can't believe she gets paid for grunting. Sure. You wanna you go for it. I'm here.
Well, they ended the first main arc, in my opinion, with this episode. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. It was just a giant kick in the nuts. It was nice to see that the older girl ended up living and has seemingly took control of her life.
Man, I can't say
The episode was just it was just a giant kick in the nuts.
It gets worse, honestly.
Oh, of course it does.
But
because
it gets not good too because it's so good.
And of course, when you see the main antagonist looking the way that she does, it's just like, oh.
You're fucking weird.
Dude, her face is terrifying.
No, she's crazy, man.
I know.
Crazy.
But I'm generally interested to see where the show goes next. I still think I agree with you that To Your Eternity is a binge show. It's hard to watch as a weekly show.
Yeah, it's too slow at the very beginning type of thing. And then you feel like you get what's going on, but then you're like, no, okay, I don't know what's going on now.
Like, it's one of those shows where you acknowledge the quality, but it kind of just, I don't want to say drags, but it kind of just moves at a snail's pace.
It's more around the lines of, there's so many stories in this one thing. It's hard to just sit back and just do it one at a time type of thing.
Yeah.
Because you'll lose the overall understanding of the show afterwards, I feel. Or the main point. Or, I don't know, you lose interest slowly.
Oh my god, there is a disturbing nature to this show.
To Your Eternity?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's, it gets sadder and darker and sadder and darker.
Then we had Fruits Basket with its 6th episode.
I guess another person broke off, or no?
No, another person didn't break off. It actually focused a lot on Toru and her issues, because it's pretty much Toru from the start of the series. Because her mother died, right? She has been putting her mother in her mind first, to the detriment of her other relationships. Like, she's so scared to forget about her mother that the memory of her mom is first to her in everything. And because of that, it's kind of strained every single relationship she's had.
I see.
And she finally starts to realize that. Right?
Yeah.
And then it's revealed that Kyo had a hand in her mom's death.
Oh. Cool.
Yep.
I like... Huh.
Yeah, pretty much the episode ends with Kyo having a flashback because he saw a hat that he used to wear.
He said, "He I used to wear. Oh my god, important flashback."
And
sorry, that was
what happened is that brought him to a flashback where pretty much her Toru's mother was calling him out.
You mother. You a mother trucker. You did.
Yeah.
You did to me. And then he killed her. Oh, no, I mean, no, he didn't. I don't know.
Well, no, he didn't kill her, but he had a hand in her death.
He had a hand in her death. What a fucker. What a hunger.
But no, it's going to be interesting. We still do not know how many episodes there are going to be.
Really?
Yeah, because there still isn't an official episode count yet.
Oh, I thought it was like 25 or something.
It's about to be 25, 26.
I didn't do this one very well either. Oh, fuck.
Because you got to remember, seasons 2 and 1 were 25, 26.
Right.
25 each. So it's fair to assume that it's going to be 25, but it also, we don't know how many episodes are left, right? Well, we don't know how much is left. Like, I tried to look at the story arcs, and I couldn't get a judge of it. And of course, they call this the final season, so they just might be going till the end.
Huh. Well, good luck to all you fruit baskets. That's actually that seems like a bad remark. Actually, never mind. You're not Fruit Basket.
So what else did you watch this week?
I don't remember if Bakuten in that episode or not. I don't think so. Honestly, I think that was it. Besides watching AC, that was pretty much it.
Alrighty, well then why don't we bounce to the topic this week?
Oh, shit. By the way, the people that are watching this actual video and seeing the background, this is a legit anime.
Wait, what?
This is a legit anime.
Okay.
The pictures I took are from a very bad anime called the Abunai Sisters. Koko and Mika. And they're based off of the Japanese celebrities known as the Kono Sisters. Yeah. This is
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're known for wearing very, very interesting, revealing clothes.
Wait, Production IG did this?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, it was a 3-minute episode thing.
But they were bad episodes. Absolutely no plot.
Yes, if you can't tell, we're going to be talking about shitty anime today.
This is number one, pretty much so far.
And we've watched a lot of anime, and we've all have our
Have we watched a lot of anime? I feel like it's just you.
Well, I've watched a lot of anime, and you've watched some, whatever. But anyway, we've seen enough anime to have a growing list in our mind of what is terrible and what isn't.
I watched my child die.
So Chewy, why don't you talk about why XArm's terrible?
All right. Fine, let's go through flashbacks, I guess, together.
Yeah, because why not start with one of the most abomination-infused things ever made?
Okay, well, first off, your studio. You go out there, you look at some pretty decent stuff, and you go, I want to make that into an anime. But you don't have enough money to, get the right people or, get the right studios to work on it. So what do? What do you do in this moment, Marcel? You look at all the B-list stuff, people you can just hire and just make it all work that way and hope for the best and throw all your money into it. Because why not? Why not get absolute amateurs to the animation game, come in and make what was pretty much actually a fairly promising source for the, how should I say, promising story, plot, animation, and art style. And just say, fuck it, let's go with these. That's what XArm is.
What I do not get about XArm is that it had people behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It had a studio behind it. It had Crunchyroll behind it.
But they just didn't feel like putting anything towards it.
It was called one of Crunchyroll's originals. And while I mentioned Crunchyroll originals, I think there's only been out of the originals I've watched, I think only 3 have been good, which are Tonikawa, Tower of God, and Soma Spider So What? So maybe that says a little something about Crunchyroll originals, right?
Ugh.
But they had literal people who knew what the fuck they were doing, right?
And they
trying to set this anime up.
They just didn't want to do it.
But then why bring it in as one of your originals?
I don't know.
Like,
They took a
at least-
gamble and they were like, "Yo, let's do it," or they took a bad bet and they're like, "Yo, let's do it," but don't actually do it.
Like, fuck. At least with God of High School, it had Studio Mappa behind it, and it had insane animation.
Oh yeah, map was great.
At least with Noblies, it looked fine.
It looked pretty decent.
And Tower of God was actually pretty good.
It was the best.
Actually, Tony Ka was the best of the originals.
It was.
But, like, I just don't get how you have so many people behind it, and they're like, yeah, let's go with Visual Flight Studio, who have done nothing. Let's go with a director who's only directed live action shows. And then you mentioned how, like, one of the music guy was...
The music guy was literally just some music teacher.
Yeah, Hajime Kimura.
He didn't do that much beforehand, honestly.
Wait a minute, what? I tapped down Hajime Kimura and Astral Chain came up.
That doesn't make any sense because I don't remember him being in the credits of that one.
Maybe it's a different Hajime Kimura.
Are you sure? Let me look. Maybe it is the guy from Hajime Kimura. This can't be the same guy, is it?
It really does not feel like it. Since...
The first result I'm getting for Hajime Kimura is a photographer, but that's not it either, I don't think. Music director XArm.
Also, here's the fun part. XArm has a sequel manga. Yeah, no, it's just... I just find it fascinating that the people behind this anime...
They had the full XArm interview with the director Yoshikatsu Kimura. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it's going to be hard for like a full length, and I'm talking about like 25-minute anime, to ever reach the level XArm did.
Ugh, I feel so bad for the people that actually were like doing decent work.
Well, I feel bad for the creator of XArm.
I feel bad for the creators and then the people that actually did decent work on it, like the VAs.
I mean, the VA, like, credit to them. Yeah, no, credit to them, but like...
I feel bad. I feel extremely bad for the original creators because they're the ones that are tweeting out like, "What the fuck is?"
Pretty much, yeah. No, the original creator was ripping on the show.
He did like, or I don't know if it's he or she, but they freaking did a side-by-side comparisons with the shots and everything in Twitter. They're like, wow. Oh my god, I feel so bad.
It's just... So here's a question. Do you think we will see a 23-minute, like a full-length anime, reach the level of XArm?
What?
Like, do you think we will ever see something as bad as XArm ever again?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Really?
maybe even worse. Yeah.
I don't know, man, because like...
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. We
I don't think we will.
Okay, ask yourself this. Why did they... You were already asking yourself this. Why did they do this, Marcel? Why, when they had all these people, but then they were like, no, we're not going to use any of these resources. We're going to go and grab all these random people, and we decided to move on and take over this project and do it all together, and we're just going to be here. We're just going to be here and name and maybe supervise a little bit, maybe chicken in a little bit every once in a while, but not really at the same time. We're just here because we trust these people. Why did they do that?
I don't... It can't be just money.
It's gotta be something to do with money or experimenting or some really terrible leadership, and if that person is still,
I don't know, man.
if people still exist that do this and this, like right now, of course I'm gonna say in the future there's gonna be people that are just gonna make these decisions in the future. Then too, we're not gonna learn all the time from the past.
I don't think we will ever see an anime made by a studio that has no experience in anime with a director that has no experience with anime ever again.
You think everyone's gonna learn from XArm?
No, I think people aren't going to be that stupid because I think this was the first time. Like, take a look at Berserk.
Okay.
Right? Like, Berserk, his main issue was the director had no experience with CG, and it still wasn't as bad as XArm.
No, I guess it's more than likely because
Okay, say that again. I can barely fucking hear you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like XArm is a level of low we will never see again.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get surprised no matter what, so... Or I'm not gonna be surprised, so...
That is fair. Alrighty, now that we've dealt with XArm, Chewy, can you tell me a show that made you just want to gouge your eyes out?
The Nanatsu no Taizai after season 1.
Really? Season 2 as well?
Well, I mean, bits of season 2.
Like, in my opinion, I thought season 2 was the best.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm remembering shit wrong then.
Or are you talking about the 4-episode season? Or the actual season 2?
I could be getting my stuff wrong, so maybe not season 2.
But like, yeah, no, I agree 100%. Season 3 was fucking atrocious. It looks like season 4 wasn't as terrible.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean, it's getting respectable reviews.
God damn it, I can't find this fucking thing.
What are you looking for?
Jesus.
By the way, guess who did the music for season 4?
Who?
Hiroyuki Sawano.
Oh shit, nice.
Hmm.
Except bad because it's Natsu no Taizai.
But like, yeah, no, season 3 of Seven Deadly Sins was so bad, I stopped watching the series.
I don't blame you.
Like, not only was the animation just atrocious, I felt the story completely jumped the fucking shark.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Like, I feel that the story itself was just awful.
Okay.
Like, I already have issues with stories where it goes, oh, I'm the hero, but I gotta be the villain to save my love. Like, I hate those stories.
What? Okay, sorry, you're gonna have to start from the beginning in that one.
I hate stories where the hero's just like, I'm the hero, but I gotta become a villain to save the person I love.
Oh.
Like, I think those stories are just fucking stupid.
That's why you didn't like
Tokyo Ghoul Rute, yeah.
That and Shingeki no Kyojin's ending with Eren.
Oh, dude, no, I again, there's nothing anybody could do could make me think those stories are good, because you sit there and you wonder yourself, wait, then why are you causing so much mass pain for the ones you love then?
Why are you a dick?
But no, Seven Deadly Sins Season 3 was atrocious from that point. But I mean, we can't ignore the animation. The animation was just awful.
Animation was garbo.
like from the still shots with the characters looking at, but like the worst part, do you remember the Meliodas versus Escanor fight?
Oh no.
Like, do you
No,
remember
no,
it?
no, 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 no. It's. I'm not. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's gross. I looked at it once more and I was like, no, this can't be real.
But
This
it
can't
is.
be real.
It
Ugh,
is completely real, and it is just
hot, steaming pile of garbage.
literally the worst thing imaginable for a fight of that.
Proportion.
Yes, like this is meant to be one of the biggest fights in the entire series, and a fucking college student can animate it better.
I remember somebody did a still by still shot of every single one, or like of that entire fight, and then picked out like the best frames, the most impactful ones, and the weirdest like drawings
Like
and stuff.
I'm
It was
watching it right now.
just
Like I'm watching it right now, and it is literally they get to a part where Escanor starts his attack, and it is literally the same frames over and over.
it's just the big old. It's not even like movement or anything. It's just the drawn little spin. When there's movement, it's just the. They draw
Yeah,
them like big. They draw them like freaking glider squirrels, sugar gliders, flying squirrels, whatever.
the best comment is so simple. Let's just call this the seven deadly frames.
Ugh. Well, something just drove by real quickly.
Here's another one. Here's another one. That one scene of Hitachi cooking an egg had more budget than this. Gojo Satoru's eyes. Oh my god. The part where Meliodas kicks him back. And it's literally. Oh my god, this is just atrocious.
Byron just sent me a picture back.
I can't. I do not get, because here's the thing about Seven Deadly Sins before, right? When it was under A1, its main thing was its fight animations.
It's good, yeah.
The battle at the end of the second season between Escanor and Teostra, one of Meliodas' brothers, was great. I loved every moment of it.
It was good.
But then the switch to Studio Dean, and then Studio Dean handing it to some Korean studio, just. Here's the question. Would you consider the Seven Deadly Sins just straight bad or bad disappointing?
Like the series as a whole?
Like season 3. Like, would you consider season 3 just straight bad or bad disappointing?
God, I don't know. The manga was decent, but
Like, yeah, like I'm looking. Like, Seven Deadly Sins itself is decent. It's not this. It's not that great.
I'm just gonna call it bad. It's just
Ugh. I will say, the season 2 OPs were fantastic.
Oh no, yeah.
And that's the thing. The opening themes of Seven Deadly Sins were pretty fucking.
Wasn't one of them Man with Mission?
Yeah. One of them was Man with a Mission.
Was it Raise Your Flag? Raise your flag.
I'm trying to remember because there was a specific one I really liked.
Disappointing, but good music came out of it at least. So, or not? Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure they would have made it anyways, but it's just whatever.
But yeah, no. So there's been some atrocious fucking things. Ugh. Can we talk about something that's just plain bad and not disappointing?
Boku no Pico.
No, not that.
I mean, it's bad. But, for a different reason. Just for...
How about Beatless?
Oh, God. Okay, let's see. Let's see.
That brought you back, didn't it?
Ooh.
Yes, because Beatless is
I don't know about this.
What?
I don't remember watching this one.
Here's the thing. I do. And Dakota watched it too. And it's just...
God.
Like, one of the things about Beatless is that the show was bad to begin with. It had just random character choices and whatnot. But I think the worst thing about Beatless was the fact that it had a recap episode every 4 fucking episodes.
Lol.
And it got so bad, it had to pull a, what was the fucking anime that aired in winter that is now having its finale in July?
July.
No, just let me, I'm forgetting the name. Wonder Egg Priority.
Oh.
So yeah, Beatless had to do that.
Oh.
And it's just... It really shows just how important a fucking schedule is.
Yeah.
Because again, Beatless had a recap episode every 4 episodes. That was just painful to watch at times.
Are you okay, Marcel? Are you getting flashbacks?
It's just... Man, it was bad. It was bad.
Having flashbacks, aren't you?
A little bit, yes.
You want me to punish the people that hurt you, Marcel? Point me to the place where they touched you.
Yeah, no. It's just bad. And I think the most frustrating part about Beatless is it had an interesting premise.
That has got to be... That's the worst. Is that when you have a bad anime, but it actually had the potential to be good. That's just got to be the most frustrating thing ever, honestly. Is that it was possibilities of being good, but it just was trash. Ugh. Makes me sad. Also, why isn't this fitting in? God fucking damn it. God damn it, go on. Okay, well. Was there another one? Let me think here. I might have one. Taboo Tattoo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so this is... I remember a friend telling me that they actually thought the fights were trying to be creative and they understood the process, but they didn't execute it very well. But it's just that it looked pretty cool. And okay, when I look back at it, I'm like, okay, they're trying to be dynamic, but it's still not working out. Like, there's just no way you can still look past this and be like, I can see all the good shit they're doing. No, I can't see it anymore because now it's absolutely trash.
It's been a long time since I watched Taboo Tattoo.
God.
But what I remember is the story falling apart.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Like, I think that's the part that got me about the show is that the story just imploded.
It kind of forgot itself, I feel.
Oh, but no, I remember that. That was a. I will say the idea of the show is not bad.
It was okay. It's an okay premise. Not
And like the presentations and like the still frames,
Mm-hmm.
not bad. But no, for me the biggest issue with Taboo Tattoo was the story falling apart.
For me, it was. I mean, that and is just some bad fights.
I'm surprised you brought up Taboo Tattoo though.
I remember it left a pretty bad impression on me. That's all I remember. I had to bring it up.
No, I was a little shocked.
Let's see. There's another one. Let's see.
There were a lot of shows during that time frame. I remember that just fell apart.
They were just beat overall.
How about Erased?
Oh.
Like, talk about a show that literally, in my opinion, with the way it started, had potential to be brilliant.
It did.
Like, if you want to tell this story about this man going back in time to save this girl, right? To stop the murder, and then building up, oh, look, the way I described it when I was reviewing it is they had multiple moments which would be considered, I'm going to tell my kids about these moments, right?
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, oh, he gets knocked out and the girl marries some other dude. Yeah. And then you're sitting there just like, well, why did he go through all of that?
Because he trash. He trash.
Like, again, why did he go through all of that just to all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, no, he's not with her anymore?
Because they like making us feel bad, Marcel.
Well, I want to talk about more than that. Like,
they like to disappoint people. They like to make us feel like trash. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to give the harsh reality or something on top of that. But that was
I don't know.
harsh,
but it's
maybe.
just why go through all that just to have he got in an accident, now doesn't remember them, bam, girl's gone. And it's just like, why? It made the entire moments before it feel completely pointless.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe the writer just really hates us.
And then they try to make the romantic interest between him and that his co-worker at the pizza place.
Why is that funny? Why is it that you say co-worker at the pizza place that's funny?
Because you are a disturbing human being.
Why is it funny?
Yeah, why? Erased had so much potential and was doing so well, then it just decided to flip us the fucking bird.
Pizza place.
Anyway, your turn to talk about a bad show.
Pizza place. They try to force the romance of this girl to his coworker at the pizza place.
There is something wrong with you if you find that funny.
I don't know, the way that you just delivered it just making me laugh. Pizza place. Okay, jeez. Oh, let's see. I watched some pretty bad anime. I just can't think
What?
of anything right now. Let's see.
Okay, I got another one.
You have another one?
I'll know a zero.
Oh.
Like,
Ow.
I'll know a zero is one of the stupidest shows I have ever seen in my life. And it kind of falls into the issue of what Erased fell into in the second season. But like, I'll know a zero's biggest issue is that I feel like it doesn't respect the viewer at all. Like, some of the choices in this show are just brain dead stupid.
Yeah.
And then the ending of the first season, which leads into season 2, just makes it even worse. But like, there are two things that will scar me about this show. Number one is the main character having to do everything.
Yeah, the black hair, yeah.
Yeah, because the worst part is, I remember this because it really pissed me off. So they got this big battle in the desert.
Oh no, yeah, I remember this one.
yeah, main character nowhere to be seen, right? Because he's up in space, and the characters are fighting. It's got this great battle, great tension, right?
Yes.
You're finally getting to see some of the non-main characters actually do something.
Yes.
And then the villain gets hit with an orbital cannon by the main character and it's destroyed.
Yes.
And the main character's just like, thank you for luring him into this position for me. And it's just like, oh, I'm glad to see that even with space, he still has to save the fucking day. Like that fucking broke me.
They don't.
Like that sent me into the fucking just
stratosphere.
Oh, but like what I will say is the worst part about the show is how it handled the princess.
Oh yeah, she was wow. That was just the weirdest, like passive weird shit ever.
Like the princess herself was an okay character.
Oops.
And they're building up the fact that, you know, fucking the main two characters, Slane and Inaho, both have romantic interests into them, right?
I remember that. Yeah.
Well, Inaho really likes her by the end.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, okay.
They're gonna bone.
Well, yeah. And then all of a sudden, this random character who's a son of a count shows up and then just marries her within 10 seconds.
Yep.
Like,
the bones are...
Really? You're just gonna have this character randomly fucking show up out of nowhere, right?
Mm. And
he's gonna marry the princess that we've all thought that you've been building up to have a relationship with the main character, and then this random guy shows up and is just like, oh, I'm the son of one of the counts that was murdered.
I'm going to burn the princess.
And it's just like, oh, okay, I'm glad we spent all that time trying to build this up.
I'm glad we had this series in general.
What I will say is that presentation-wise, this show is very good.
I like committing space atrocities and war crimes. Ooh.
But no, what I will say is presentation-wise, Out No Zero is, like, really good.
I like going into my mecha and shooting at people.
You're just going to add nothing for the rest of it. Okay, moving on.
I like going into space and just shooting random, planets.
There's got to be another shitty show you've seen before.
I more than likely have. I just cannot think of any.
What about rail porn? I mean, Rail Wars.
Oh, yeah. That was the most weirdest shit ever, honestly.
It's literally just fucking... Oh my god, Rail Wars is so... What the fuck?
Okay, so... You ever just want to learn about trains? But then you're like, nah, learning about trains is for, like... Not gonna make us anything. Everyone's gonna be, like... Doing... They want something to engage with. So what do? What do? We put in the boobies. What we put in boobies and then action and then a character.
The thing, Rail Wars description was never about learning about trains.
No, but it was about trains in general first and foremost. But then they're like, no, we're gonna do a boobies and then action and then
I mean, it was about defending the trains.
More harem, more boobies, more stuff. We're not gonna talk about trains at all because that's yesterday's idea. We're gonna.
Well, to its defense, I don't think the show was ever about trains, though.
Nah, it was about trains probably at the very beginning.
It was about defending them.
Nah, Marcel, very beginning, they're probably gonna, when they pitched this idea, they're like, let's do a thing about trains, and then they're like, no, wait, we want money, so we go.
But Chewy, it was a light novel, so like.
And the guy probably had a fetish for trains, so then he's just like, oh god.
I don't know, but your Rail Wars is just. Hey, at least the boobs are nice.
Why didn't they just give us trains? Boobs and stuff, and the rail on the. All
right, there's got to be something else you can think of.
Why couldn't they just rail people in the freaking trains themselves? You know, there we go, Rail Wars. People just.
There's got to be something else you can think of, Chewy.
This is railing freaking trains. That's all it is. Just railing on trains now.
Lucas.
It's railing train. People.
Holy shit, Lucas.
Boobs. Train railers.
Guys, I think we've lost Lucas.
Train railer. Boobs.
All right, Lucas, what can you add to shitty anime?
Fucking rail my motherfucking
Oh
trains.
my god.
Fucking train railers.
Holy crap, Lucas, can you fucking stop? Jesus Christ, man.
I can't think of anything else.
You can at least say that than just mumbling under your freaking breath or going like, train.
Fuck you, that's my character.
No, it is not.
That's who I am.
No, you are not.
Mumble under my breath whenever I feel like it. Also, I can't make this tree look any better than it is right now. God damn it.
Did you just want to learn about trains, Chewy?
Maybe. Maybe I also just wanted just straight up boobies at this point. So you're just gonna give me that? Just give me straight up then. Why you gotta do it all with these weird
Alright, well, if you can't add anything else, how about Second no Dragonair?
That does not sound familiar.
It's a show from 2014. It was actually one of the first animes, seasonal animes that I reviewed. And the reason I bring this up is I find this show offensive.
Why?
Well,
I've never heard of this one.
Chewy.
Yes.
Do
I need to look this up?
I should warn you.
Should I look this up? Is this
No.
is this the same level of Terraformers where I had to talk to you about like why I thought it was racist?
Oh no, it's not racist. It is aggressively ecchi.
Aggressively.
It is aggressively ecchi.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
Just look at the first photo in this.
First photo?
Yes.
Just the first photo, dang. What is this?
Shikoku no Dragon. You may say, well, wait, isn't that just like a poster created?
Mm-hmm.
And you may say, well, wait, isn't that just a poster created? No, because it gets worse.
There's eels and tentacles in that pool. And
it gets worse.
A lot of boobs and legs and
here's a frame from this fucking show, Chewy.
A lot of crotch shots too. Oh. Okay.
I remember when Taylor saw a post about this on my review page and he questioned my insanity. I'm like, I don't know how to deny that.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Like, the show is offensive.
Offensive.
Can't really say anything, can you?
I'm just looking at it.
Chewy, please don't start masturbating.
Too late.
Alright, so you figured out a show yet, or do I need to pull another one out of my box of pain?
I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the stuff here.
There's gotta be a show that you remember just being utterly atrocious.
Gosh. Denpa Kyoshi? Kyoshi.
Denpa Kyoshi. Oh, I remember that. Really?
I don't know. I read the manga and I was like, yeah, it's alright, I guess. And then I watched the anime. It's like, oh, not as engaging as I thought it would be. And I'm looking in retrospect and like some of the ways that he taught these kids were like, what's kind of, how should I say, hypocritical, especially when he dealt with the bullies at the very beginning. It was brought up as well by Grant. And I looked back at it and I was like, oh yeah, that is actually true. He was kind of being a dick to absolutely shaming these people because they were bullies. That's like even worse. You're being absolutely as bad as the person that you're trying to teach a lesson to, and it's just you're being hypocritical as AF right now. I don't know. Didn't rub me the right way. It just is weird types of teacher stuff. I don't know. Just nah.
It just didn't click with you like you hoped.
It was booty.
Well, I mean, we can't really not talk about Promised Neverland season 2.
Oh.
Like, that's a level of disappointment that was unimaginable when you really think about it.
Okay.
Especially considering how good the original first season was.
Oh shit, I broke this stupid. No! The tree. Stop breaking.
But kind of like Beatless, and to an extent the first show you mentioned in XArm, this feels like studio mismanagement more than anything, right?
This feels just like hell.
Like, don't you think that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know if it was just that or they just maybe did they ever swap directors or something?
Let me take a look.
Because
Director Monomo Karabe.
Different artistic direction or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called. Like
no, they had the same director.
Okay, well then I don't know what to tell you then.
I don't know. It's just throughout the whole series, pretty much once episode 4 hit, it all felt off.
What the heck is this?
But there's also a show I feel like we need to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Probably the only show that can probably give XArm a run for the money.
Okay.
Arifueta.
Ha! I knew it.
Like, it's just...
Well,
what can you say that already hasn't been said, right?
Indeed.
Arifueta was a disaster from the start, but a lot of people were just like, oh, the story, you like it, and then you realize, oh, the story's shit.
What story?
Well, no, it's just like, he's this super edgy guy who will kill anybody in his way.
What
even
story?
If you're friend or foe. And then he gets whipped by 5 girls within 10 minutes.
One of them is his daughter, too, apparently.
That show broke me because I was quite interested in it. I mean, it's one of the reasons I like So I'm a Spider, So What is because it brings the whole class in there.
It's another one of those Nira, whatever. Was it Nira? Story tropes. Oh, well, no, actually, no. That's wrong, sorry. That's wrong. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I'm wrong. The wrong type here.
What's up?
I mixed up a different genre with this one. There's one that's starting to gain a lot of traction as well in Japan manga. It's called Nura or something, or Nora. I don't know what it's called. Basically, It's like the main character was like part of like a hero's party or something, or an adventurer's party or something, and blah 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 blah. They let him go because he's like hindrance to them, and he's like,
he was a healer.
He was just like a pack mule, but was resorted to a pack mule because of how much of a hindrance he was, or his role. They told him his role wasn't very important, so they just cut him or like betray him or something, or some sort of like thing. And then he finds out, like, once he's left, that he's like, oh, he's been, like, hindered this entire time by the party or something. Or he's actually not as bad, or I don't know. He just was with the wrong people type of thing. I mixed that up with that genre. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I could see it. My biggest issue was just how they built the show. Like, oh, he's this dark man who's broken to the point where he will kill anyone who gets in his way, even if they are his friends or former classmates. And then within 2 episodes, he's whipped at unconventional levels.
He's whipped so hard.
Oh man, it's Arifueta is a frustrating show.
He became Jesus. I mean,
you still don't have anything to add?
I can't think of anything else really.
Like, there's gotta be a show that scarred you for life.
Scarred me for life.
Like, there has to be some show that Chewy watched and was just like, somebody take me away now. I don't need to live on this world because of it.
Bruh. I don't remember. I don't remember it right now. Let's see. I'm looking through. I'm looking through stuff. Is there anything that scarred me? I mean, I think I already said it once. Terraformers was pretty bad.
Yeah, and you went on a rant at how racist it was.
Yeah. That's that was yeah. It also didn't help that it confused the heck out of me, and it apparently had a second part of it, and I was like, all right, cool. We went from learning about different types of insects to finding out that black guys are cockroaches. Or cockroaches are black guys, apparently. I don't know. This is just really bad. So, jumps to that.
Well, do you want to just call it this episode then?
Oh man, there was definitely something really bad. I just probably put it into the back of my head so I wouldn't remember. Buried
I
deep.
wouldn't blame you. You're the one who's watched Boku no Pico.
Gross. God. What was bad? What was really bad? Sorry, somebody need to talk to me there. I mean, I didn't. Damn, there's like there's a lot of stuff I didn't like, but I don't know if I could really consider them shitty. Denpa Kyoshi is just one of them I just didn't like, I guess. It's not shitty, it's just I didn't really like it that much. But what's a legit just really bad show? Jeez. What was just a really bad show, Marcel? That's just a really bad show.
Disarai?
Nithrai?
Disarai.
Dithrai.
Disarai.
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, I thought you wouldn't have. It was rough.
Is that the one where he's like finds artifacts and stuff, and then it's like the Nazis are trying to kill him or something?
In a sense, yeah.
Haha, figured it out.
Yeah, no, it was bad. I tried watching it for a bit because you know me, I always like watching history and whatnot. But it just fell apart.
It wasn't even history.
And then it had another one where it's just like, oh yeah, episodes 12 through 17, you know the conclusion? They are being exclusively released on the web years later.
Lovely. Oh, God.
I did like the design of the characters, though.
Yeah, they're not bad. Though, can you really... I don't know why this comes to my mind, but like, just like, some reason somebody's saying like, I would join the Nazis for their coats, and I was like, what?
Why don't you just make the coats then?
It's like, I feel like the first comment there should not need to be part of it. Oh God, I don't know. There's Oh. Oh. Okay, how about this one? Arcana Familia.
Arcana
Familia.
Familia.
There's a G in front of the L in Familia.
I don't think this is something I've heard of.
This was a weird one.
Yeah, this is 2012. This is just bit before my time.
This was about a powerful mafia group on the island of Regalo that had supernatural powers from the Arcanas.
Mm-hmm.
And they would safeguard the people, blah, 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 with those powers, blah, blah, blah. And the members had made contracts with tarot cards with different abilities and stuff like that. So the head of the family says he's going to be retiring soon at his birthday party, and he plans to hold an Arcana Duelio, a competition that, if won, will grant the winner the title of Papa, which is the father, the leader, and any wish they desire. He also decides that he will marry off his daughter Felicita as well to the winner. And then, enraged by it, the daughter, Felicita, decides to enter the competition herself in order to make her own way in the world. And then it's all like Felicita, whatever, battles for her freedom. Her competitors are battling for her heart. Yeah, this is, this really didn't go anywhere, honestly.
That's what I'm seeing a lot of reviews. The payoff, like, there was no payoff to anything.
They just, I don't know where it went anywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing in the reviews. It's just like, I simply hate the payoff I got for watching it, which was absolutely nothing.
Nothing came out of it. It gave a lot of characters, and there was just like, goodbye. That's it. You had a nice life.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
I can see that.
I did like the whole tarot business, though. That was pretty cool. Reminded me of Persona, stuff like that. I mean, the girl had the lovers thing, and then the dad had like the world card, and there was like people with the Emperor, the Moon, the Fool, or is it the Hanged Man? I don't know. I think it was the Fool. The Hermit and Death cards and stuff like that. I was like, cool. That's all cool. But then it's like, wow, it went nowhere with the story. The story went absolutely nowhere. Nobody made any progress whatsoever. I got nothing. I got nothing from it. God, there's a lot of interesting anime action in the past. I don't remember watching a lot of bad stuff. They were all entertaining.
Maybe you're just too happy.
Maybe.
But anyway, I think this shorter episode of the EHRPG podcast can end here. It's been what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
An hour and a half, and most of it was just us scrolling through emptily, and no noises, no sounds at all, no commentary of us talking.
I mean, I was the one talking, and then when I asked you a question, you just shut up.
Well, I had to talk to somebody else. Well,
whatever. This was meant to be a short episode anyway.
Is it? I don't know. I'm just here.
Because next week, we're debuting a new segment.
Jeopardy. Slepperdy.
Pretty much, we're kidnapping two people and we're creating a game of Shepherdy.
Shepherdy.
Yeah, Shepherdy. And that will be debuting in next week's episode, and we'll have a contest like that every so often. But also, we have another segment debuting after that. If you want to know, we're going to be doing episodes focused solely on one anime.
Mm-hmm.
The first one we're doing on is Assassination Classroom.
Ooh.
Where we're hoping Chewy can finish that in 2 weeks. And then after that, we will be doing an episode on... at the end of the month, at the end of next month, we'll be doing an episode on SAO.
Oh my god!
And
Talk
somewhere
about badass. Oh no, I'm kidding.
And somewhere in between, we'll be doing episodes on Akatsuki no Yona and Violet Evergarden.
Oh my god!
And eventually, we will do an episode of Inazuma 11.
Oh my god!
So you have those to look forward to. I mean, if you like to hear that you're wrong about your opinions of SAO, but that's beyond the point.
Marcel's just jealous of our taste. It's okay.
Suck it. All right, this has been episode 22 or 23 of EHRPG Podcast. We will see you next Friday for the first episode of Shepardy.
I didn't like the X-Men. Oh.
The what?
I didn't like the X-Men adaptation, the Japanese anime adaptation of X-Men.
I don't think anybody did. But alrighty, this has been episode 22 or 23. Next week, Shepardy.
I finished my Lego set. Oh, I should probably stop.